everybody, this is Domingo Hero Network, and today's Yu-Gi-Oh video I'm going to be doing, guys, I am going to do a discussion video, and I'm going to discuss the new Blackwing support. That's right, Blackwing's got a lot of new support in his deck, and Blackwing's is one of my favorite decks. I love Blackwing since the Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, with Crow Hogan, Crow's favorite deck is Blackwing's, but it's pretty cool that Blackwing's got new support, and they got 10, I'm going to say that again, 10 new support cards for Blackwings. That is crazy. Like, yo, Konami with all these new support for Blackwings is incredible. Like 10 new support. So we're gonna talk about this right here, right now. So we're gonna get this started. So of course, these new Blackwing cards is gonna be coming out in the OCG in this set called Darkwing Black. That's coming out July 16, 2022, and we should be getting these cards in the TCG in the next couple months. So, without further ado, let's get this started. Here we go. Alright, so the first card we're going to introduce is a Synchro. And the name of this Blackwing card is called Blackwing Assault Dragon. So, it has 3200 attack, 2800 defense. It's level 10, Dark Attribute, Dragon Synchro Effect Monster. Synchro materials require 1 tuner Synchro monster and 1 plus non-tuner monster. And the effect reads, must be either Synchro Summon or Special Summon by banishing 1 tuner Synchro monster and 1 Blackwing Dragon from your field and / or graveyard. First effect says, each time your opponent activates a monster effect, place 1 black feather counter on this card. And if you do, inflict 700 damage to them. Second effect, during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you contribute this card with 4 more Blackwing counters to destroy all cards on the field. Okay, so, if not bad of the effects. I like how, like, if you have a tuner Synchro monster, it could be any tuner Synchro monster, and you have a Blackwing Dragon in your graveyard or on the field, banish this, special summon this card, or you could just Synchro summon it, which is pretty cool. I like how, when your opponent, he's not activate a monster's effect, place 1 black feather on this card, and then they take 700 points a day. And the good thing about that first effect, it's not a hard once per turn, which is actually pretty good. So that was, each time they activate a monster, place a counter on it. And of course, the second is pretty cool. Like, destroy all cards on the field. If you have 4 or more black feather counters, so it's pretty cool. Blow up the field and flick 700 points of damage to your opponent each time they activate a monster effect. Place a black feather counter on this card. It's really, really cool. I like that effect. It's pretty cool. Alright, next one, we got another Synchro, but this is a Synchro tuner monster. The name of this card is called Blackwingboris, the Evil Wind. So this card has 2400 attack, 1200 defense, level 6, Dark Attribute, Wind Beast, Synchro tuner effect monster. His Synchro materials require 1 dark tuner and 1 plus non-tuner monsters. And the effect reads, you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each, once per turn. So first effect says that this card's Synchro Summon, you can send 1 Blackwing monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, this card's level becomes that monster's. Second effect, when this card destroys a monster by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can banish 1 Blackwing monster from your face-up field or graveyard, special summon the destroy monster to your field in defense position. That's pretty cool. Okay, not bad. I do like the first effect, sequence of sin, and then, change the level of this card. It has, like, the same effect as Danglong, First of the Yang Zing. You know how, like, Danglong has an effect, you could set a warm monster from your deck to graveyard and then change the level of Danglong, and it becomes the same level as that monster sent to the graveyard. Same thing, but this is for Blackwing, so you have to send a Blackwing monster, from your deck to the graveyard, and then copy the level of that Blackwing monster and stuff, which is pretty cool. Like, for example, let's say you send a level 4 Blackwing monster from the graveyard using this effect. Then Blackwingboris level will become level 4. So pretty cool. Second effect, destroy opponent's monster by battle, then banish Blackwing monster face up your field or graveyard, special summon destroy monster. That's like, it was kind of like a similar effect of Goyo Guardian. You know how Goyo Guardian, when it destroys an opponent monster by sending to the graveyard, special summon to your side of the field. But the only difference is you have to banish a Blackwing monster from your face-up field or graveyard in order to special summon that destroy monster and summon it to your side of the field defense. So it's pretty cool. It's like a Gory Guardian, but it's pretty easy. I just like that, especially for all your synchro plays and stuff and strategies. So yeah. Alright, next card we got is an effect monster. The name of this one is called Blackwingsurrey, the Illusory Spark. It has 1400 attack and defense, level 4, dark attribute, wind beast effect monster, and the effect reads you can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect, when this card is normal summon, you can add one card that mentions Blackwing Dragon from your deck to your hand, except Blackwing Spark. Second effect, you contribute one monster. You cannot special summon monster from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except synchro summoning. Um, and also special summon one illusory spark token. It's a wind beast tuner, dark attribute, level 2, 700 attack and defense, and then take 700 damage. Um, it's okay, I guess. I thought it was fine. I mean, the first effect, normal summon, then you search for a card that mentions Blackwing Dragon. That's pretty cool in health. Second effect, as far as like tributing, and then summon out the token, and then if that token becomes a tutor. The only bad thing about that is, you can't special summon you only have to special summon synchros from the extra deck. So it does kind of hurt them itself. But the first effect is okay. The second effect is it's alright. I mean, it does special summon the tuner, but it's a okay card, So yeah. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to the next one. We got card. This is the fourth card I'm gonna reveal, by the way. So we got Blackwing Zunga, the Timing Knight. So it has 2600 defense. I mean 2600 attack. I'm sorry, guys. 2600 attack and 900 defense. Level 6 dark attribute, wind beast effect monster. And the effect reads you can only use one of the second and third effects of this card's name per turn, and only once that turn. It's a very hard ones per turn. So first effect says you cannot special summon monsters from the extra except single monsters. Second effect, if this card is normal special summon, you can target one monster to the field and return it to the hand. Third effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon a level 5 or higher Blackwing monster from your hand or deck, take damage equal to its attack. Okay, so the only thing is, yeah, you can only single summon the extra deck, unless if you make like a Blackwing a deck with only singles in the extra deck, you can do that, and I think that could work. Second effect, when it's like summon, you target a monster on the field, turn it to the hand. It's like a compulsory, so I thought that was cool. But the only thing is, this card's level 6, so yeah. Then the third effect, banish is gonna wear special summon a level 500 Blackwing from your hand or deck. That's pretty cool, but the only problem is you have to take damage equal to its attack. So yeah, but bounce a card and special summon a Blackwing. I thought that was fine as well. So it's okay as well. All right, so card number 5, we have another effect monster. This is a tuner monster. This is Blackwing Vata, the Kanye. If I pronounce his name wrong, I apologize, guys. So yeah, so Blackwing Vata, the Kanye, has 800 attack, 0 defense. You can only, it's also a level 2 dark attribute, wind beast tuner effect monster, and the effect reads, you can only special summon with the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. Okay, and the effect reads, the first effect, if you control a Blackwing monster other than Blackwing Vata the Kennedy, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay. Second effect, during your main phase, you can send this card from the field and one more Blackwing non-tuner monster from your deck to the graveyard, whose level exactly equals 8. And if you do, special summon one Blackwing Dragon from your extra deck. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the start, except for dark monsters. Okay, so it's pretty unique, I have to say. Basically, like, it's basically like, the first effect is pretty good because it's a really good extender. Just like some of the other Blackwing cards. Special summon the card from your hand. It's also a level 2 tuner. Yeah, and then the other effect, during your move, you send this card, and then send the Blackwing non-tuner monsters from your deck to the graveyard, and then they have to have exactly 8 stars combined to special summon one Blackwing Dragon from your extra deck. So that's pretty cool. The only downside about it, if you use that effect, you only have to special summon dark monsters from the. So yeah, but from the extra deck. but it's still pretty good, especially like if you have like a level 6 non-tutor Blackwing monster, and then and since this is level 2, and then all of a sudden then they combine 8 and they summon now the Blackwing Dragon. So that's actually pretty cool. I like that. It's not too bad. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Decent tuner as well. I found it pretty cool. Alright, next one we have another tuner. This is Blackwing Sameel the Sandstorm. So it has 1600 attack, 0 defense, level 4, dark attribute, wind beast tuner effect monster, and the effect reads you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn each. First effect, you can send this card from your hand or field to the grave and place one black feather whirlwind from your deck face up in your spells and trap zones. And the second effect reads, if a Blackwing single monsters and slash or Blackwing Dragon special summon to your field, one of those cards in your graveyard, you can banish this card, the target one Blackwing monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, and then take 700 damage. Okay. This one's pretty decent as well. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Level 4 tuner. First effect, pretty cool. It helps you to like search for your Black Feather Whirlwind, which is the continuous spell card, which we'll get to that in a moment. So that's pretty cool if you have it for your hand or face. So, yeah, especially some of it from your deck and place it face up in spell strength. That's pretty cool. Second effect is pretty good as well. Like summon out Blackwing Synchro or Blackwing monster, especially some of your side of the field. Banish this card and then add a Blackwing monster in your graveyard. And then, of course, you got to take 700 points down. But I thought that was pretty good as well. It's not bad. Even though it takes 700, it's not too bad, though. So I thought this card's pretty good. So this card's another good, decent tuner. Alright, next one, we got another Blackwing effect monster. This is called Blackwing Chinook the Snow Strike. So it has 100 attack, 700 defense, and it's a level 2. Dark attribute, wind beast effect monster, and its effect reads: you can only use this effect of this card's name once per turn. So it says, so this effect says you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard and target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Send one Blackwing Synchro monster or Blackwing Dragon from your extra to the graveyard. And if you do, until the end phase of the turn, that target loses 700 attack, and also its effect is negated. This is a quick effect if you control a dark Synchro monster. I mean, yeah, not too great though, because you have to send this card to the graveyard and stuff. I mean, it could be good for like other strategies, but this one is kind of like the weakest one, honestly. Target a face-up monster your opponent controls, and you have to send a Blackwing Synchro or a Blackwing Dragon from your extra to the graveyard just to make it lose 700 attack, and then the effect is negated. And until the end phase, not too great though. So yeah, unless there's something strategies about it, but not too great. It's kind of like the weakest card. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Next we got continuous spell card that we just mentioned earlier, Black Feather Whirlwind. So Black Feather Whirlwind is a continuous spell, and its effect, and it has two effects. First effect says once per turn, if you special summon a dark single monster from your extra deck, you can target one of your Blackwing monsters or Blackwing Dragon with a lower attack that is banished or in your graveyard and special summon it. Cool. And then second effect says once per turn, if a dark monster you control will be destroyed by battle by card effect, you can remove one black feather counter from your field instead. That's actually pretty cool, protecting your dark monsters from being destroyed by battle card effect by removing a black feather counter. And this is, and I love the first effect, especially some of the dark synchro monster, by targeting, especially some the black wing monster or black wing dragon that was in your graveyard banished, but it has to have lower attack than the banished graveyard special summoning. So it's pretty cool. I like this card. This is a pretty good continuous spell. All right, so it's card number 9. So next one, we got a trap card. This is a normal trap. It's called Blackwing Twin Shadow. So Blackwing Twin Shadow is a normal trap, and its effect reads: you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. If you control 2 or more Blackwing monsters, you can activate this card from your hand. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool to activate trackers in the hands. All right, so the effect says return two of your Blackwing monsters that are banished and slash or in your graveyard to the extra deck, and slash or extra deck, one tuner and one non-tuner, special one Blackwing single monster or one Blackwing dragon for the extra deck, whose level exactly equals to the total levels of those monsters. This is treated as a synchro summoning. So okay, so this card is basically treated as a synchro summoning by, if you control two of my Blackwing monsters, returning two of your Blackwing monsters. But it has to be only two Blackwing monsters that are, banned graveyard to the deck or extra deck and stuff like that. So summon out your Blackwing single or Blackwing dragon, but it has to be the combined exactly levels, like 8, for example. So I thought this card is pretty cool. Yeah, it's good for like helping out, and not to mention the fact that this card is treated as a synchro summoning. Hey, it's pretty cool. I like that. Alright guys, and this is the last Blackwing card. This is card number 10, and this is a counter trap. So Blackwing's got a counter trap. It's called Black Shadow Squirrel. Black Shadow Squirrel is a counter trap, and it has the effect reads, you can only use one of the first and second effects of this card's name per turn, and only once that turn. So the first effect says, when a spell trap is activated, you can remove one black feather counter from your field. Negate the evacuation if you destroy that card. Second effect, if you control a Blackwing dragon, you can set this card from your graveyard to your field, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So I like the first effect. You have to negate the spell and trap, and of course you got to remove a black feather counter. Remove the feather and counter, and then negate it and destroy that card. Second effect is pretty good too. Like you can bring it back, set it face down. Of course, it gets banished from the field, but you got to control Blackwing dragon in order to do that. This is a pretty decent counter track. I like this card. It's pretty cool. So yeah, guys, that's gotta be it for this video, guys. What do I think about this overall? These Blackwing cards, there's a couple of them that pretty good. A couple of them were okay, and a couple of them were not too great. But but there could be some strategies and stuff away to the point that these cards could be useful. But I'm definitely looking forward to getting these cards. Maybe some of these cards. I don't know about maybe all of them. But I might have to get maybe some of these cards in the future when they come out and teach you in the future. So it's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to these Blackwing support. Is awesome. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. So don't forget to like this video, share, subscribe. Post your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the new Blackwing support. That's going to be it for this video, guys. So this is Domingo Hero Network. All I can say is take care, have a good day, goodbye, and Domingo Hero Network is signing out. Peace.